I think a lot of that comes down to culture. And you need to, if you want to outperform the investment business, you need to have a culture, you need to surround yourself with a culture that facilitates investment performance. And that is not the culture of most firms, otherwise you'd see a lot more outperformance. You need to be in an environment, I think there's several elements to it. One is that you need to have a lot of quiet time to think and read and study and analyze. I think it's very difficult to outperform when you're in a chatterbox culture where everyone's sitting on a trading desk, watching flickering stock prices, debating whatever news item is flying across the tape. Very difficult to outperform in that environment. Instead, I think a library-like culture is important, where you have the ability to study, decide what information is relevant, take the time to put it together, collaborate with your colleagues in a methodical way to assess that information, to critique it, be Socratic, debate these ideas with your team. Another critical element, I think, is how mistakes are handled. In a lot of investment cultures, people are afraid to make mistakes because it can damage their career, it can damage their reputation, it can damage their credibility. If an analyst has brought, has had a bad idea, taken a big loss, their typical instinct is to try to distance themselves from the loss, to downgrade the stock after it's fallen so that no one asks them anymore about it because they downgraded it. I think it's important instead to realize that, like playing a baseball, you're going to strike out a certain percentage of the time. You're not going to get on base 70% of the time if you're a batter in baseball. Same way in investing, you're going to make your mistakes, and you need to be able to understand and have a culture that says that there's a certain error rate that occurs in the business, and that's something you learn from. You learn from your mistakes, but some of it is random noise. Some of them you made the right decision by taking a swing, you simply missed. And that you controlled the risk, the position size was appropriate, that it didn't damage your enterprise, but that it's not optimal to be perfect. You're going to have an error rate, and you got to be able to acknowledge that.